What's up, everyone? We are coming back here to the third and final map of the best of three in this Kaoz versus iShock game. So just to kind of catch everyone up, we had the first map on Cache, which Kaoz was able to take, and then iShock coming back on the map on Train. I'm not sure which team chose which, or which team was responsible for narrowing down this Inferno map. But so far, the games have been okay. You know, they've been relatively close. Arguably significantly closer than a lot of the games have been in this tournament so far. So that's good to note that the players who have made it this far into the tournament are indeed relatively similar in skill. Be interesting to see who wins the knife round on this one and which side they elect to go on. I know personally, if I win the knife round on this map, I'm probably going to want to start on CT side. I feel like it's a lot easier to hold sites than to push them on Inferno. With the correct smokes, you can do a pretty good job of it, but I still think the advantage is CT here. But we will see. I do believe this is the first best of three in the tournament where the third map has been played. I think I'm right in believing that. What a truly masterful skill shot onto the AFK player in spawn. Alright. Go ahead and move this overlay here. We are going to get into the knife round. All players have connected. Need some naps. Hello, hello. Can Perry do it? Probably not. And it looks like iShock gonna be able to choose the map, or the side that they play on first, rather. And indeed, iShock electing to play on that CT side. This is it, the third and final map of the best of three. Winner of this will face Breach in a, I believe, best of five, if I'm not mistaken, with a one map advantage in favor of Breach for the tournament. So Bomb is going to be dedicated toward the B site, one trade for one. Blade's going to back off toward construction. Looks like probably wait for reinforcements to come to retake this site with the proper amount of men, but Sheep and Flame gonna take down a few, and oh, I'm going to take down another one with a nasty headshot there. And what was that? Is that... Okay. 2 for Flame, 2 for Froster, 1 for Sheep. Gotcha. For a minute there, I thought, like, it wasn't recording the kills. Alright. Well, let's get into this one. So we have the Galil force up here on Mort, electing to go with this instead of an SMG. You would think that he would try to use it to play a longer angle. Might benefit him here a little bit in mid. Let's see, Crow. Ooh, with the Deagle. Gonna get some good shots off there. A little bit shaky, but 2 kills. So all in all, really well played with the Deagle. Foster gonna take one of his own, but Crow's already done the damage. I don't know if they can recover at this point. And just like that, they recover at this point. And it's a 2v2. Oh, gonna get that bomb down, but he's gonna be rushed. Oh, able to get those bullets down range and make it happen. Blaze, show us why you have the Galil, my man. There's one. Knows exactly where he is gonna spray this angle. Oh, he almost didn't spray this angle. He almost did nothing. I'll search for the bomb, able to find it in smoke eventually. Not really too much to be concerned about there. And there we are going to have the pushback on round 2. Now this is going to be interesting. Most people I play with and against don't understand that the best economic strategy is to always force until one team wins 2 rounds. So technically, it would be in the favor of Kaoz to buy up here and try to get that win. If not, they're likely going to have to save 2 rounds in a row regardless. But we'll see how they play it. Well, actually, no, I believe that's not the case in this case because they did get bomb plant. If they hadn't got bomb plant, it would have been a different story. But because they got bomb plant, it is not a good idea to force. And obviously, they can just pistol this. If they lose, then they'll have more than enough money to full buy next round. I am incorrect on my original statement. It depends on if they get bomb plant. Froster gonna be playing with fire a little bit there, trying to make a P250 shot happen. Not gonna be able to make anything happen. Gonna get burned down to 16 HP though, so that's not great. One can be playing towards mid. They got a few Deagles on the Chaos side. Maybe they can make something happen. So far, playing very slowly towards the mid and apps location. Slowly pushing further and further out on that A site. iShock not really having a whole lot of defensive angles played there. They are finally going to get one out on the fucking arches, if I can think of English. Oh, Froster gets one. Can he get another? Probably not. Gets mowed down immediately. I was wondering if they were going to get anyone on those defensive angles, because iShock, they had 3 men like pretty much on site. No one really watching the push potential, but they ended up making it happen in the end, so that's all that really matters. And of course, Chaos is going to be able to force up fully on this one because of the bomb plant that they did get. CT's iShock. Yeah, it looks like they did eventually decide to upgrade. It seemed like that they weren't sure if they should or not. P90 still pretty viable for this round. Ooh, can Crow hold the angle? Crow gonna hold nothing. Immediately get taken out there, and it does seem like that they're going to be pushing through CT, and that's going to be strong enough. One player on this B bomb site with Blaze. He was going to say that he is a great player for that iShock side. Immediately gets taken out. Not much he can do there. And it's just going to be Dusty with the M4, who is most likely going to just chill and save it in pit. No real reason to try to contest this at this point. Hard to say whether or not... Okay, they do have the op there. I was gonna say it's hard to say whether or not like there was an op down that Dusty could potentially grab, but I don't think that there was any ops dropped by the CT side that round. Oh, no, I think there was one. Hard for me to recall the exact position, but I do believe that they did have an op and then they lost it. But at any rate, he is going to be able to save that M4 in the pit area. Seems like it's going to be an interesting kind of more or less forced buy on the iShock side. I think that they determined that it would be a double save regardless, so may as well buy around the M4 and try to make something happen here. It's not impossible. There'll be some nades exchanged there, and Banana pretty much both doing the same damage to the opposing player. Does seem like that they are going to commit to this Banana push, though. One player maybe kind of lagging back and watching towards mid, maybe? I thought maybe Perry, but that doesn't seem like they're so sure. If Kaoz knows their smokes, they can easily smoke off construction, they can smoke off cross, and maybe even get a molly down to where Henna is hiding behind those blue crates, or by new box area, kind of. But no, they're not going to get the mollies down. And there's going to be a few trades here on the site. Contraband able to get a nice little deagle kill there. Henna going to push with that P90, and with the op, it's really hard to, resist that aggressive P90 push. Like a million bullets coming at you per second, and they're able to hold that site off, which, it's really good that they were able to get that one, because that was kind of the round that decided whether or not Kaoz was going to get 2 or 3 rounds in a row. So we're going full AK here on Kaoz side. They've got a few AKs, M4, P90, and an op there. I would say iShock has a pretty well-equipped CT side. P90, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And currently, Henna is leading the team, so why not? Use that P90. It is a completely viable option in a rifle round. It practically is as effective, just in a different way. But from this angle that he's playing very close up here on that Banana, it is really good. But I'm going to call for the early rotate and come over to the A site. I'm not sure exactly what they seen or what they heard. Maybe just the utility, and they decided, hey, get over here. But either way, we are going to see that rotate over. It's going to be 4 iShock players watching this push. If Froster's not careful, he can easily be picked by Crow in this angle. Sees the smoke coming out, even more likely to be holding that angle against him now. Crow's going to take Froster out, immediately drop. Ooh, bait him in. Henna finally takes out 2 on site and able to grab a third. Very hesitant to come out. Perhaps that was strat. Maybe he did it intentionally, trying to see just how much he could get out of it. But, if he pulls the trigger immediately, he saves his ally on the site there. Perry gonna smoke this angle off. Got to be quick. He does have a player pushing up through this angle, and if he's not quick about this, he's not gonna be able to get the plant down. Playing very interestingly. Perry gonna be watching this angle. This player definitely has no idea that Perry's chilling here. Gonna rotate back toward A. They have no idea where he is right now. He's gonna rush on to B. That's not great, because Blaze is going to be there waiting for him. Immediately get taken out. I think He didn't realize the player had rotated back through CT. Like he knew that he could hear the player push through CT back toward A, but I don't think he realized the player that originally came through CT pushed through the construction, and that's really what bit him there. So we are going to see 4-2 in favor of iShock. I think there's a fairly good chance that iShock is going to be able to accumulate a few rounds in a row here now. We do have some saves coming off from the Kaoz side, so I don't think that they're going to have too much of a chance, not against this P90, turning them all into a little bit of Swiss cheese. I would have liked to have seen some more spam through that smoke. Unfortunately, not quite going to happen. Playing aggressive with the automatic Glock. Well, burst fire, rather. Blaze doesn't realize there's one right in front of him, but is able to make it all happen eventually. Fortunately, able to only lose one on that round, and he's going to buy another P90. Henna can definitely tell from just monitoring his performance throughout these last few maps. I don't think I've seen him really do it on the first map on Cash, but these last two maps, he's really determined to purchase weapons that aren't exactly meta, which the P90 is not a terrible gun. It's not a bad choice. As you can see, he is definitely doing work with it. The M249 purchases on the previous map, probably not recommended, but you know, the fact that he's able to do some work with his P90 goes to show that it's not a terrible buy. He is able to take one down immediately, getting traded out there by Flame. Not until he gets a few shots on him, though, and Flame going to be worse off with relatively low health at this point. Countryman going to molly off that angle. I think he kind of sensed the push, obviously, with the right side mid-smoke. You expect the enemy team to push out at that point. Countryman going to be watching this angle. Take him out. There's two. Ooh. He didn't expect the third. He was definitely looking to retreat after that second frag there. Definitely had more than enough bullets to take out the third, but much safer to just retreat. Takes a few shots for it, but it is a 4v2 now. The bomb does seem to be subtly encroaching towards B site through that banana angle. Froster going to be watching that. Oh, Froster, just poor timing. He was definitely convinced that a player was trying to push out through him through balcony. And, pardon me? Counter-Strike? Okay, I guess what we're going to go ahead and do is let the game crash for some odd reason. And go to my desktop. Okay, then. That was incredibly unusual. Try to get back to this game as fast as possible. I don't know what that was about. Counter-Strike just decided to go kaput out of nowhere. There we go. Hopefully we didn't miss too much there. Seems like they were able, Kaoz was able to get the bomb plant there on the B bomb site. Crow gonna be pushing through this flank. Is he gonna check sandbags? Ooh, and the auto director's gonna say, you don't get to see this. Froster gonna take out one. Ooh, the op shot, beautiful placement. Sheep, ooh, the glit's so hard to spray. It's gonna be Sheep v Crow. Crow's just gonna get on it. Interesting decision by Crow not to stick the bomb defuse. If Crow sticks that bomb defuse, he actually wins that round. It's almost like he just outplayed himself. And he's going to throw his guns thinking he's going to die. Crow, I'm not the type to... I'm not the type to really like demean a player's play style. But Crow has done a lot of things throughout these series of maps to really make you think that he probably doesn't really belong in this game. Being a little bit... I mean, as far as statistically going, he's not doing terribly this match, but just a lot of his decision-making definitely seems to be playing a little bit more on the lower tier. But he is a sub, so, you know, it is what it is. And see, just lots of gunfire and utility coming out on the mid. Flashbang out. And at this point, it's a pretty aggressive push towards the middle to an A take. Contraband gonna play it aggressively, able to get one, and intelligently just backs off. Gets the pick, thinks, okay, take it away. Ooh, Dusty able to grab one. And also able to grab one. Immediately gets offed, unfortunately, but he will make something. Crow could make something happen here. Redeem yourself. Oh, gets parry, but just lines up for the op, and Moore is not out of it. He's going to get on site. Plant for a very bad angle for him. He's easily going to get taken out there by Dusty. A fraction of a second sooner, and he doesn't even get that bomb plant. Very unfortunate that he was able to get it. Well, I mean, fortunate for his team, of course, but unfortunate for the iShock team that extra $800 for his team is going to help them by next round. Hopefully they do not force it up this round. Perry not really doing so hot this time around. I haven't really, I mean, obviously we just saw him get a couple of decent op shots there, but that's about all he's gotten. Definitely looking to put some more kills up there on the board. Hasn't really had a whole lot of opportunities to do so. This T side, though, gonna just monstrously rush this middle, and this M4 spray is just going to eat them alive. Contraband, big grin across his face, definitely from being able to rack up those kills. And he's able to drop what I believe was a 4K, yeah. Making a statement there on that round, getting 4 frags. Down, was that 5 frags before that round? Or yeah, 5 frags rather. Little bit of cross banter happening there in the chat. This iShock team definitely been quite aggro in the chat, which, you know, nothing wrong with a little competitive spirit. You like to see it in Counter-Strike. But first sign of chaos, showing a little bit of talk back. Ooh, Kaoz gonna be holding this angle really well. You don't really expect anyone to be hiding at that angle. That's a really good angle to hold, but then again, you don't really expect anyone to push that at this point in the map either. Not really a necessary angle to push until you've seen bomb. Contraband, gonna see him peeking out there and take him down. This round seems like it's all but lost for Kaoz. As I say that, Perry's gonna get one, but immediately get traded out by Contraband. Now you have Flame in a 1v3 situation, has the bomb, so has the freedom. Might have heard the one pushing through library. If he has that intel, then he might be able to put together that there's only one person left on this B-bomb site. Dusty gonna claim the chicken. Ooh. Able to get that headshot. Does he know that was the only one on this bomb site, though? Looks like he's pretty confident with his knowledge of that, because he's going to go straight for the bomb plant. Decides not to take the op. It would have been good for the CT angle, but the banana push probably would have been pretty difficult for him to hold. So he's going to elect to stay with the AK. Probably not the worst idea. Is he going to be able to get this kill on the Dusty? Here's a move. Expecting this push. And able to get this kill, and now it's a 1v1. This is exactly where Flamey wants it to be. Flame, rather. Oh, gonna bait him out with that fake defuse. Oh, but you know, who cares? He's gonna go ahead and get that headshot. It's always just as the T, you want to play that so defensively, but once you hear that bomb toggle, you have to at least check. You know, you're risking the round if you don't at least peek a little bit. But he was able to get that headshot and pick up that round for Kaoz, desperately needing that round if they want to stay in this one. Lots of guns switching over there. Dusty gonna claim another chicken because chickens are OP. Seems like majority of the T side is going to be kind of playing towards this banana angle. Funnily enough, bomb more levitating towards A. Maybe trying to go for some interesting fake play here. iShock not really taking the bait of this B push, which is actually quite curious because iShock was in the first map at the drop of a hat they were rotating. Oh, and now it seems like that their players are definitely going to be pushing through library, and A site is going to be for the taking. We still have Hennethan over there as well as Sheep to try to keep them on that B bomb site. Obviously, at this point, they know it's not there, but Sheep going to be taken out by Hennethan. Almost, I don't know if he heard the scoping. I wasn't really spectating from that angle, but he seemed like he knew he was there for sure. Able to take Sheep down with the P90. Hennethan making a statement with those P90 kills. You can say what you want, but if it works, it works. Perry gonna make a good shot there happen. Ooh, more gonna make one happen, and it's all up to Crow at this point. Oh, Crow eventually gonna get taken out by the headshot from Mort. Definitely a lot of talk there. That's what I was talking about. You know, guns like the P90, the auto sniper, and things of that nature, seen as the type of game that, or not game, rather gun, that a lot of people frown upon. But the fact of the matter is, if it works, it works. And if you can't, you know, find a way to play against it, then it's always going to be a disadvantage for you to play against it. Oh, and then dropping a beautiful dig there onto Mort, and that's one that you feel. I can't help but feel like that if Kaoz understood their smokes towards B, that they would be able to control these sites a lot better. As it stands right now, ooh, that was good suppression there by Flame to take down Dusty. But their smokes towards B have been lackluster. Froster showing the Galil's not a gun that is to be excluded for the long-range gunfight. Obviously, the Deagle, one of those guns that you definitely want to fear when it comes to long range, especially in a round like this where you feel like at any point it can take you out just like that. One bullet. Oh, it's neat. Perry almost drops the ball on that. Definitely could have risked one of his teammates dying on sight and even himself dying with that initial whiff, but eventually able to make something happen. Anyway, moving on. It seems like the bomb is going to be toward kitchen. Mostly a play towards mid and apps. Banana not completely neglected. Going to be watched there by Mort. Ooh, Sheep. What a shot. And push the single heavy. Get another one. What beautiful crosshair placement by this man. Oh. And Crow going to take one out with the op shot. Close range. He's going to back off. Can he get the second one here? Ooh, he crumbled underneath the pressure of Sheep. Sheep going with 3. Could get another one here. Wow, that was insane. He must have heard him jump up because he certainly couldn't have had any other reason to think that he was there. But, yeah, Sheep able to get, I believe it was a 4K that round. And, you know, get another round there for Kaoz, which is a great round that they definitely needed. I do believe, yeah, they won 4 rounds in a row there, which they needed desperately because it was starting to look like that they were definitely out of this game. And now it's a game to be excited for. Now I'm up in my seat and I'm actually paying attention. This is when things get real. Alright, so we got iShock over here on this T side now. They're waiting for all the nades. They knew the nade stack was coming. That was a good read. They're going to play this angle, though. Ooh, a nade coming from mid, however. They did not see that one coming. And Dusty trying to get a few frags of his own. Going to get tagged a little bit, but nothing too bad. At this point, they know that the enemy team is trying to push behind them from all angles. Dusty needs to get that reload off. Not able to happen. Once again, we have Crow all by himself. Definitely seems like a player who's solo quite frequently for reasons that, you know, I'm not going to get into. But he does end up going down, and it is Kaoz able to tie it up 8-8. This is anyone's game now. It's completely free. It's open. Kaoz definitely is going to have a little bit of an advantage here with the first round win. I feel like that they might be a little bit more comfortable on CT on this map, although they were able to come back and get a few good rounds there on the T side. But that's just my personal opinion. I think CT is stronger on this map personally, but I could be wrong. We can find out. Oh, Sheep. He's playing this angle well. I think he's going to easily be able to pick up that kill there on the Crow. The rest of the iShock team is going to be sitting in this apps position. That smoke's going to go up. Are they going to press the smoke? I would think not. It would not be wise. Certainly not wise to slow press it. They would have to... Oh, they're barreling out. That's exactly what I was going to say. If they're going to do it, they better do it quick. Foster, they're going to get a few kills. Going to get traded out there. We do have Sheep on site still, and they know it. They definitely heard him shoot. Sheep going to take some shots there. Of course, they're surrounded at this point. They got to get a couple of good kills. They need these frags. This deagle has to land, and it does. Oh, Dusty also able to get one, and this is what they needed for a chance. Not very good chance, but it still exists. They get hit by anything, and they're dead, and Moore's going to take one out, and he's going to take out the other. And it was looking good. You know, they started dropping like flies coming out of apps, but they were able to make a few things happen. A couple of nice deagle shots there by both of the players on the iShock side, but they just weren't able to close it out. That's a round you really want to win. After losing the pistol round, you have that kind of force-up round on the second, and you win that round, and it really helps put the momentum in your team's favor. However, not quite able to capture it. Okay, we got a run boost coming out here on mid. Ooh, it was a good distraction if nothing else, and Perry's going to take out 3. Sheep's just an absolute bloodhouse, just absolute slaughter in mid. What a very creative use of the run boost there. You don't think to see that on this level of competition, and obviously iShock didn't see it coming either. They did notice the run boost over to the other side of middle, but they were so focused on the player who had jumped over, they seemed to have forgotten Perry was there ready to do some damage of his own and make himself notice on the scoreboard, because up until that point, I think he only had 5 frags. And now he's got 8. So, you know, if Perry starts to go off this half, then it's going to be some trouble. But Moore's going to go down there, and oh, they were just not ready for that iShock push onto B site, and that's going to be an easy take. A little bit of damage onto them, but nothing really that dramatic. And just like that, oh, Perry gets one. Oh, Sheep. He looks, but he doesn't look all the way, and he's going to get taken out there. You gotta really look at those angles. Foster gonna take one, but gonna crouch right in the middle of sight and get taken down. Perry with the op. You want him to save this at this point. He's gonna get rushed, though. He's got no chance of saving this one, and he's just gonna go down. They were able to get a few frags out there, and, you know, Perry able to pick up a couple, but really just not able to close it out. The fact that they were not ready on B site was really unfortunate for them. They got to be waiting for that push. I mean, iShock has in no means given Kaoz any reason to believe that they're a passive team. They have proven multiple times that they play this game aggressively, and, you know, they just weren't ready for it. And it looks like we have a pretty good B stack here. That nade does a little bit of damage to all of them. Might save a bullet, but other than that, nothing too terribly bad. They are going to be pushing out here. Ooh, more going to be able to spray one down. This push through smoke is pretty disastrous, but the P90 is going to be able to take out 2, take out 3. Flame showing Hina that he is not the only one who can pull out the P90. Crow gonna take one down, take a little bit of damage, but he's fine-ish. He's pretty much dead. That smoke is gonna come down there on the cross. It's gonna be a little bit botched. Not sure if they know that from their perspective. It might look like a proper smoke. If they try to push this angle, they could get eaten alive. And that flash is gonna come out. It's gonna be a good flash. But Froster's holding this angle, and he's gonna take out one, and boom. Easy for Froster. Able to, you know, sweep up where Flame left off. Got a pause coming out there from this Kaoz side. Kaoz really just impressing throughout the entirety of this series, this best of 3 in general. As I said, I did not pick them to win this. I mean, I've made this point multiple times up to now, and I'll say it again. I did not pick Kaoz to win this best of 3. I honestly thought that they probably would have been swept 2-1. They win the first map, lose the second map. Both of the first and second map were pretty close, but they were able to pull off the first one, lost the second one. This map right here started off really poorly for them, and they're in the lead right now, which, you know, their CT side, I think, is quite strong. Is this? Okay, it's bot Chad. Okay. For a minute there, it was saying sheep. I thought it was like bot sheep. I was like, I didn't realize bot sheep was actually a thing. But, it looks like they did have the reconnect there for sheep. I'm assuming probably having some lag issues. Something that was also affecting him in the first game, although obviously that didn't really matter, seeing as how Kaoz did win the first game. So, definitely want to make sure that all your players are able to perform their peak here for these last few rounds, because this is the decider. This is one of the most important rounds in this entire map at this point. I would say more important for Kaoz. Shock, really, it doesn't have anything to lose, except for a pair of really nice dualies. But if Kaoz somehow manages to drop this round, it's pretty much an opportunity for iShock to grab 2 or 3 rounds consecutively, and that's not what Kaoz wants. If Kaoz, obviously, if they win this round, then there's a pretty good chance that iShock is going to be able to completely buy next round. So it's definitely a lot more at risk for Kaoz right here. Kaoz can't really afford to lose this round unless they want to go into a position where they are having to come back from a pretty great deficit. You would think that they would be playing these angles. Ooh, they are going to have some movement there in apps, and they know that they're there, so maybe a small rotate. Sheep, not entirely certain. I think Sheep is having some ping issues. Yeah, 800, 600 ping. Flame needs that shot to connect, and he eventually gets it. Oh, we got Crow coming out with the pistol. Blaze also able to take out Sheep there. We got just absolute annihilation here on A site, and it's going to be all down to Flame. Got the P90. This would be incredibly unfortunate to see Kaoz lose this game due to connection issues. Of course, you can't really say that that's the reason why, but it is always a shame to see that one player is not able to really make it to the game. Able to take one. He's gonna get shot at, but oh, maybe try to find that bomb and stick it. Yeah, he's definitely gonna try to do that. When you throw a smoke down on a bomb and you go for that smoke diffuse, you have to decide which angle you want to defuse the bomb from, and it's extremely important because the T's are gonna spray usually right either the direction you were coming from. In that case, obviously they knew the direction that he was coming from, or they're gonna spray directly at the bomb. If I'm Flame there to maximize my chances, I probably jump against the box in the wall and hope that their bullets kind of like are blocked by the box. But I mean, in the end, it was a long shot. It didn't really matter how he played it. Ooh, Dusty gonna grab one. He's gonna grab two. Gonna be really difficult for them to take this one back. Sheep gonna take out mid. Still looking like he's having connection issues. Not able to really react to anything going on there. Froster Playing this angle. Can eventually get taken out by parry. They are able to get an AK at this point. Kaoz needs to save that gun. And that's not going to happen. And it is tied up 11-11. And what is the economy looking like here? Looks like Kaoz probably not going to buy. I don't think. Yeah, it looks like it's just pistols. Lots of. It looks like. I mean, it's very discouraging here for the Kaoz side. Sheep ping settled. Maybe he can actually perform now. Good trade there. Able to lose one, but take the AK, which is always a nice little trade. Foster gonna be playing this aggressive angle. Ooh, Perry able to take one out from Boiler. Contraband, enough shots to the smoke, and eventually you'll get it, Sheep. That's what happens when his ping settles. Blaze gonna take out Perry, though. Blaze. Whoa. He can get him. There you go. Sheep making the mistake of constantly just re-picking the same angle over and over, and it ended up getting him taken out in the end. Flame could get caught in a very bad position here. If he's going to push on the site, Crow might see him while coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh, he sees him eventually in library. Oh, and Flame could be running towards that B site thinking that they've rotated at this point, and he might actually, let's check out from his perspective, think that it's going to be a B. And surely at this point he's figured out that it's not there. He can hear it. Yeah, okay. I was starting to wonder. Just absolutely terrible timing from Flame to just rotate from library immediately as they jump out of apps. Crow gonna hear him, and this should be a pretty easy kill for Crow if he plays it right. There you go. I thought, you know, I wouldn't have been aggressive. I would have let him push, but you know, it ended up working out. I feel like I've said that more times than I should have in this entire series. It worked out. I wouldn't have done that, but it worked out. Alright, so iShock sitting in a much better position than they were even just a few rounds ago. And at this point, you gotta wonder if they're able to just run away with it. Like, I mean, they are playing pretty aggressively towards A, as well as B. Flame, P90 City. Interestingly enough, you see Henna kind of gravitating away from the P90 in these last few rounds, but Flame taking it on. I guess, you know, if it's not broke, you don't fix it, right? And you get a couple frags with it, just keep doing it. Obviously, there's something about it that people have a hard time playing against. Oh, just a little monstrous amount of damage coming up. Oh, he's gonna peek that angle. Froster, really good peek. Unfortunately, just their sight hold was a little bit too strong at that point. Crow gonna be playing this angle. Oh, gonna get torn apart. And Flame looks like he is going to elect to grab that AK over the P90. Kind of was wondering if he was gonna stick with the P90. He might even drop the AK for an ally and go with the P90 again. At this point, it sounds ridiculous, but I think it would be his best idea. Oh, Mork going to be holding that angle with the op, and just no chance for Crow slow peeking it. So, iShock, more than enough money to buy up here. And Dusty going to buy his own gun. Crow could have dropped him, leaving Dusty the ability to get mass utility. Instead, Dusty going to be forced to just have a smoke and a decoy, which is better than nothing. But if I'm iShock, I have Crow drop. But they do have two P90s. They're gonna eat some nades. Gonna try to force his P90 kills, and they're gonna get something out of it. Crow only able to get one, but it was the Omper, so pretty good. Oh, Blaze gonna shoot Contraband in the back of the head. You hate to see it, not like this. Dusty takes one out. Oh, he hits him through the wall, and both members of this iShock team are going to be really low. It's going to be hard. They don't even need to be opt at this point. Someone could spit on their boot and they would die. Blaze, gotta get this headshot. You gotta do this. Molly gonna come out. The bomb is down. I don't think Kaoz understands that, though. So, they are gonna have one man rotate over. If only they knew just how low these T's were. If they understood, they would just pistol their way out of this. They don't have to pick this with the op. But, he's proven himself that he can land these shots. And it does look like the T's are going to elect to do a slow rotation back towards this A site. They could save. 30 seconds left. At this point, if they don't save, they have to rush. And that's not in their best interest with their HP. It's tough to do, but they need to save this. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. I mean, they had to slowly push out of banana, because if they push out of that too quickly, then it's obvious that they're rotating. And they can't rush, because then everyone hears them. But they couldn't walk, because they didn't have time. They were stuck between the worst of both worlds, really. iShock gonna have to give that one up, but they did have money from last round. Crow only bought a P90 last round. And looks like we're going to have some more P90s here on this one. A lot more utility, of course, for the iShock side. So you got to think that they're going to be able to use that a little bit better this time around. They are losing a lot of players to opping. That seems to be something that is very true. And it looks like a rush up. Ooh, they're going to be pushing the smoke. Sheep going to take down two. Also land some shots onto one. Parry. Ooh, you gotta be careful playing those close angles with the op. It can be devastating when the enemy is rushing you with P90s and AKs. Does seem like that they are going to do a mad push back to a banana. At this point, you gotta wonder if this is brilliant by iShock or if they're just like playing very unnecessarily aggressive at this point. Oh, look at that gap in the smoke. There is a flash, but he's able to make it happen anyway. Flame playing the gap in the smoke really well. Going to take out two even. He's going to pistol away. They're not able to connect any there, but doesn't look like Dusty's going to be able to bring this one back. Doesn't get a headshot onto Mort. Does have the AK. We've seen this man hit some gnarly headshots. It's not as if this is an impossible thing for him to do. Gets another one. And he might be showing us the A's. Flash is out there. Flash not really too effective, but Froster going to be able to push this angle. Dusty not really going to be expecting anyone to come from that direction, and that is going to do a 14 rounds rather for the Kaoz side. Whew, that was a rough round to lose for iShock, because at this point, their money is not ideal. I believe they'll still be able to buy here. Yeah. They're still going to be able to buy here. Utility is still going to be pretty good here. Yeah. Their money wasn't as bad as I thought it was. For some reason, I thought they were on CT side and they were going to be spending more money, but no. They're good. So, they were able to get a full buy. They're really not in a disadvantage here. Crow with the ooh. Sheep going to be playing aggressively, and just multiple members of this Kaoz side going to get taken down immediately. And finally, the aggressive play works. Foster able to take out Henna, but it's just one frag. Flame also going to grab one, but very low now. And now we got to, Crow with the op. We've seen him use it a few times. Gotta wonder, is it worth pushing right here? There's a nade, pretty decent nade. Oh, it didn't do any damage. What am I talking about? Dusty going to take out Mort, and at this point, you got to run if you're Flame. You don't want to risk that M4, 19 HP. Honestly, Mort with the op probably should have saved as well. How is their money? The Kaoz side, in all honesty, money not looking pretty. They are going to be able to get like M4 on Froster, but other than that, Famazis maybe? I mean, they have to decide right here and now. Do they all buy up now? Or do they save this round and then try to win the 14-14? Oh, they're going for it. They're just going for it. This is the round. if you're Chaos and you lose this round, then you're pretty much saying GG. If you're iShock and you lose this round, well, you're definitely saying GG. I mean, it's 15. I mean, not definitely, but you're in even worse trouble. Because then you can't win. You can only OT at that point, which, I mean, can still lead to a victory, of course, but not exactly what you want to happen. Hannafin gonna get the P90 in his hands this time. I was actually kind of curious from earlier, as you could hear, where the P90 gameplay went. Harry going to be playing this interesting angle, able to take down Crow, who I believe had the op. Also, Froster taking down Hannafin. It's falling apart. Okay, Blaze bringing it back, reeling it back in. At this point, you definitely want to see some good shot. Oh, Froster just doing so much damage to Dusty there. 2 HP. Contraband going to be holding with the op. Contraband, solid player, can land this. Gonna kind of run back towards B with it. They can hear the running. They should be calling that. Ooh, Dusty. Oh, very smart. Dusty going to go down, but convincing this Chaos team that the bomb is still going to be toward A, and it's going to be a free plant. Don't think Dusty could have played that any better. 2 HP, going to be a martyr for the team. Oh, Contraband going to be caught off, but can he make the op happen? Does get hit a little bit, but still able to make the nice op to happen. Oh, Blaze taking out Perry, and just no one was expecting iShock to be holding the angles they were, and they're going to be able to take that round. Chaos in an incredibly bad way. I mean, iShock, yeah, gonna be able to have a full roster of guns and not even gonna be sweating the economy at this point. But Chaos, looks like they're gonna go for the save here and try to tie this one up for OT. If Chaos somehow manages to work this miracle and wins this round, then it's huge. But there's a pretty fair chance that that's not gonna happen. Bro, whew. It seemed like he was ready there for that pistol push. But they're going to get all mowed down here by Dusty. He's going to take out 3. No problem for this man with the AK. He should know that there's one in this room. Able to take him out. Froster. Oh, okay. They do not want this man to get a gun at this point. Froster, if he gets a gun, I think he is expecting the enemies to be pushing him. But at this point, he's pretty safe. We do have Blaze coming behind him. Oh, Froster's got trouble. Yeah, he's going to end up getting taken down. Froster, definitely, you know, he wants to know when he can grab that gun at that point, when he's safe to grab that gun at that point. But he just never went for it, and he ended up getting taken out at the end there. I mean, obviously, it's all come down to this. And this is the game. We've got full buys from both sides, and iShock wins this round, and it's their game. Chaos, if there's one round in this entire series that they've needed to pull out, it's this one. Dusty taking out Perry. Froster able to take out Dusty in return. Hannafin, and why is Auto spectating over here where none of the action is happening? Here, Blaze is gonna get this. Oh, missed a few shots, but able to make it happen, and now it's just Mort versus the world. Mort makes one happen there on the Henna. Can he get this one? Oh, takes out Blaze. 14-15 and a 2v1. No armor. This man, Mort. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, this angle. Graveyard is so hard to play against when you're pushing this angle. He just has no idea. Come here jumping. We're going to get peeked from the graveyard angle, and Crow's going to take Mort out at just the perfect time. And that's going to be it. That is the end of the best of 3 in favor of iShock. Taking it down to the wire, to the very end, to the last drop. And able to end that game. A very competitive series. Lots of, you know, little tidbits and trash talk between the two teams. Hopefully all in good competition. But Rebels are going to take it out, and they will be playing Breach in the finals.